Alright everyone, as we all know, 2026 is coming. I know, scary, passage of time. Anyways, as we all also know, I hope if you're watching this video, Dandy's World is having stuff added to it. So here are my predictions on what will be added into Dandy's World in 2026. Alright, I'm knocking out the obvious. I think sometime in mid-January, the last three tunes, Brightney, Goob, and Scraps, are going to be optimized. I know, so obvious, low-hanging fruit, whatever. But on to the next thing that I think is going to be added. Way more skins. I mean, way more skins. So, I think we're just going to be getting a lot of skins. I'll be getting on to why later. Just know, I think we're definitely going to be getting way more skins than we got this year. More game passes. This is, once again, low-hanging fruit, but I definitely think we're going to be getting more game passes, especially since, Christmas got a game pass, which is its second time coming around. Easter's second time coming around is going to be happening shortly, so we're probably going to be getting a game pass for that one too. Obviously cosmetic. I think Dandy's shop will be getting more trinkets. I know, so surprising, but I genuinely do believe this, because I can only think of 3 trinkets off the top of my head that players really use from the Dandy shop. Wrench, Sweetie Shoes, and the research map, the one that highlights the capsules. And even then, Wrench gets pretty much replaced once you get Vimo, and you really only use the research capsule, the thing that highlights research capsules, when you're playing as Roger, or you just want research on a specific Twisted. So even then, only one of them gets used a lot. Okay, I think this one is pretty out there, but just hear me out on this. A summer event. I know, I'm pretty sure somewhere I remember hearing someone say, Quell said, oh, Dandy's World won't be getting a summer event. But, the studio that made Dandy's World, BlushCon Studio, their previous game, Flavor Frenzy, had a Halloween event, an Easter event, a Christmas event, and a summer event. Going by that same logic, because Dandy's World was made by the same developers, Dandy's World would theoretically have a Halloween event, a Christmas event, an Easter event, and a summer event. We already have 3 of those events, so what's stopping us from getting a summer event? This is less of a prediction and more of a hope, but I do hope that Dandy's World adds a sort of matchmaking that tries to put you with players around what your same play level should be. So, for example, you join matchmaking, it'll put you with people who have around the same floors completed as you, or something like that. Just so that way, you don't get put with absolutely garbage teammates, and you're the only teammate alive by floor 3. And that way the bad teammates get put together, and so that way they'll learn from their mistakes better, rather than being carried by a healer or distractor. Once again, this is on the same level as adding way more skins, but once again, a lot more stickers and just cosmetic things in general, because, stickers, we have less of them than skins, at least I think, but we have a lot less stickers than we do skins, so obviously Quell would probably try to even it out. Alright, I'd be surprised if you weren't expecting this, but a lot more cosmetic updates, so things that don't add tunes. Like, for example, adding a lot more maps. Yes, I genuinely do want there to be more maps. I feel like once you get used to the small amount of maps that, not small, but the amount of maps that there are, don't get me wrong, everyone's going to get used to the maps eventually, but I feel like the selection of maps on early floors or later floors and so on and so forth floors is just really small, and we should have more of selection per floor. Maybe even make there a special map for floors 20 and above. More floor events. This is probably a no-brainer, but we only have 2 that stick around the entire year. And one of them isn't even that threatening. Getting Illness isn't that scary. And now, compared to the Ice Floors, blackouts are really easy. So we're probably going to be getting more. Personally, I would love to see if there's a floor where it's a fire, and you need to pick up fire extinguisher items that spawn randomly on the floor to put out fires in certain areas, so then you can go to that area. Obviously, they'd spawn throughout the time you're on the floor, so every minute or something, 5 more would spawn. This is more of a personal hope, and I don't really think it's going to be added, but just more ambience. Whenever I play Dandy's World, I grab my Switch and just start watching YouTube on my Switch. The reason I do this? Well, because Dandy's World, sound-wise, is really boring to listen to. And, listening to random YouTubers is a lot better than, listening to Dandy's World ambience for like an hour straight. More machine types. Probably just low-hanging fruit once again, but more machines would just make a lot of sense. Like, now that we have the 3, why not add an extra 3? Why not add an extra 2, maybe? I don't really know how much Will was planning on adding, but one thing I do know for sure, we're definitely getting more machine types. Like I kind of mentioned in a sticker segment thingy, when I said we're getting more stickers, way more cosmetic updates and updates that just don't add new tunes. More focused on like bug patching and, you know, skins and whatnot. Not whole things that could be gameplay changing and breaking and, oh my god, this is a new meta, never mind, they got nerfed 34 times. Collabs. Yeah, I know, probably once again low-hanging fruit. I swear to god, take a drink of like something healthy or just eat something healthy every time I say low-hanging fruit. I bet you when you're done, you're probably gonna be a lot healthier. But anyways, probably low-hanging fruit because, you know, Dandy's World did a decent amount of collabs this year, and they only really started doing collabs midway through the year. Now imagine what it's gonna be like all the way through the year. A lot more additions to roleplay mode. As of right now, I feel like roleplay mode doesn't have a lot of maps. They added more maps in roleplay mode, that one update. I forgot what update they did it in, but you know, they added way more maps, so now it's not only the 4. Still, I feel like roleplay mode doesn't have enough maps, judging by how many maps Dandy's World as a whole has. A better way to tell the community, like, when an update's coming, or like, you know, just simply leaks. Like, maybe next to the board, you know, has the change logs, it can be like, hey, in the next update, we're planning to add this. If they don't know what they want to add next update, maybe just say, oh, hey, we're just hoping to do some bug fixes, or, oh, here's a leak of next update, or, oh, here's just like a work in progress bug fix, or whatever. Just simply showing the community that you're doing things to the game. And, you know, so that way the people who don't have Discord, cough like me, don't have to look up a cute new video whenever they want to find out what's happening in Dandy's World. A Yada nerf. I know, this is probably a bit controversial. Well, not controversial, but just disagreed upon, or a hot take, whatever you want to call it. But I personally think Yada is overpowered. Oh, but he kind of got replaced by Gordy, I hear you say. Well, Gordy is a main locked behind an event, and, you know, in order to get a main, you kind of need to get full research on said main. But anyways, on that same route, Yada can easily get a box, like a full inventory of boxes of chocolates by floor 1 if she does all the machines and simply is lucky enough. And also, Yada has some pretty broken stats. Like, hear me out on this one, guys. What if we simply remove a star in extraction and add it to his stamina, or something along the lines of that? This is more of a hope, but I do think this is probably likely to be added. More trinkets that help with pure just extraction speed in general. Not even necessarily extraction speed, just, for example, something like raising his extraction speed by 5% but lowers like skill check size by 2%. Something along the lines of that. I genuinely don't think we have enough trinkets for extraction. This one is probably expected, but whenever you gossip with any of the event mains, excluding Bassie, and any of the lethals, it has a gossip feature, which, as of right now, only has the tunes option. But as you can see, it says Garden View coming soon and Day coming soon. I believe the gossip feature will eventually be finished sometime in this year. And, you know, sometime in this year, we're going to be able to hear gossip about Garden View and Day, whatever Day necessarily means. New ways to get Ichor. The ways we have to get Ichor now take a while if you're grinding for a specific tune. For example, when I wanted to get Astro, it was remotely after I got Pebble, so I barely had enough Ichor. So I didn't even have enough Ichor, and I just bought the extra 2,000 Ichor that I needed via Robux, because it's pretty boring when you want to grind for Ichor, and you're not just playing the game naturally. So I kind of hope we have more ways to earn Ichor. And along the lines of more ways to earn Ichor, preferably those ways would be through like a quest or quests or something. Just a better tutorial. I mean, when I started playing Dandy's World, and I'm like 99% sure, it still is like this. when you start Dandy's World, it says something along the lines of pick what starter you. Well, not pick what starter, but pick what you want your first character to be. You have two options, Poppy and Boxen, obviously. You pick one of them, and then it doesn't give you a tutorial. The only real tutorial, quote unquote, you can give yourself is by clicking the settings button in the corner of your screen. And then, I actually don't even believe it's settings, but it's something on the corner of your screen that the game doesn't even direct you to click. And then reading the giant wall of text. And then, even then, you're still pretty uninformed. Down to my last two. I think they're both equally hot takes, but I think Dandy's World will be getting out of alpha this year. I mean, think of it like this. When I started playing Dandy's World, the only options in Dandy's shop were, well, toon and trinkets. You can even buy the skins. The only skins in the game were the vintage skins, and game passes weren't an option. Now we have another lethal game passes, skins, and plus an extra gossip feature. We have had multiple events, we have multiple collabs, and once again, almost 40 tunes to choose from. And going on this route, the next theoretical thing that would come would be Dandy's World getting out of alpha. Now, do I think this is going to be happening early 2026? No, not at all. But I definitely think it's probably going to be happening late 2026. Or at least, like, November, December 2026. Sometime along those lines. Last one. This is probably my hottest take, but I think Dandy's World won't be adding a lot of tunes this year. At max, like 7. At max. Because, I mean, think of it like this. We have almost 40 tunes to choose from. Almost all of them have unique stats, and almost all of them have unique abilities. Keyword being almost. Some tunes are already having stat overlaps, like, for example, Louie and Brescia. And, well, their abilities are going to be the only thing separating them, but some tunes, like, for example, Flutter and Rudy, their abilities are basically identical. So, going on that logic, we're probably not going to be getting a lot of tunes this year, because if Quell keeps going on the route of adding a lot of, way too many tunes, then chances are not a lot of them are going to have unique stats and abilities, so it's pretty much just going to be way too many. And personally, and I think I might probably be speaking for a lot of people, or at least just a decent amount of people when I say this, but I think the amount of tunes, like the 37, 38 tunes we have to choose from, are good enough. I don't really mind the current amount of tunes that we have. I wouldn't care if it improved to like 40, but I think if we get to 50, that'd just be too much. Okay, you're at the end of the video. Good job. I'm clapping right now. But anyways, if you're watching this at like the end of 2026, you can comment down below saying, "You idiot! None of your predictions were right. You're a moron. Haha." But yeah, do you agree with any of my predictions? I don't know. Maybe you can comment your own predictions. Oh my god, marketing genius right here. Oh my god. But in all honesty, I don't know. Comment down below if you agree with any of my predictions or just your predictions and so on and so forth. Bye. Enjoy your 2026. Also, 2 small side notes I want to add to this video. This video was completely unscripted, like pretty much all my videos are. And also, when I say Dandy's World is going to be coming out of alpha, I don't necessarily say that means Dandy's World won't be getting any updates once it comes out of alpha. Alright, this is going to be the last time I'm saying it in this video, actually. But, bye, and enjoy your 2026.